How's it going, guys? GameSlinger here, and today I'm going to be talking about quickscoping in Battlefield and basically just how feasible it is. Now, before I even get into the video, I'm just going to state how quickscoping is not going to make you top the leaderboards by any means, but if you get good enough at it, it can be quite a lot of fun. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to define what quickscoping is. If any of you guys don't know, quickscoping originated in Call of Duty, and basically what it is it's when you aim down sights with a sniper rifle, and shortly after you see the crosshairs, you fire, hence the name quickscope. Before I made this video, I searched YouTube for Battlefield quickscoping, and the only thing I could find were people aiming down sights and 1 to 2 seconds later, they would shoot somebody in the head. Now, while that's impressive, I don't really feel like it's classic quickscoping, and so I decided to make this video as a sort of guide to how to quickscope in Battlefield. Now, Battlefield Hardline is the only Battlefield that you can truly quickscope easily in, and that's because of one attachment, the 338 rounds. Now, those 338 rounds basically just give you a one-shot body shot out to 25 meters. Even then, still sometimes you'll find yourself shooting somebody in the chest and still getting a 2-shot body shot. One thing you could do to remedy this is shoot them in the head, but the problem with that is it takes a lot of practice to shoot somebody in the head while they're running around. However, I don't really think you should be quickscoping past 25 meters because when you quickscope past 25 meters, you're gonna have to deal with getting a headshot, leading the target, and aiming down sights all within a split second, so I don't think that's a good idea. The 338 Magnum rounds are only attachable on the R700 LTR or the AWM. I personally choose to use the R700 LTR, although you do see some AWM clips. However, I don't have the 338 rounds for the AWM because they cost $100,000. You could obtain that money the old-fashioned way and just play Battlefield for like a few weeks to get that much money. Or you could do what I did and basically just sit in a hot wire car for about 30 minutes. It's a bit boring, but you do get the money, and that'll allow you to start quickscoping that much sooner. As you can see here, I'm about to buy my 338 Magnum rounds, and as you can also see, I'm using the R700 LTR, and the reason I'm using that is because it's like the USR in Call of Duty Ghosts. They're actually the same gun. Now, as far as the rest of the class goes, you can really use whatever you want. I do recommend, however, that you don't use a taser or the tracking dart, because the automatic pistols are helpful if you shoot somebody in the legs or slightly out of your range, to whip out and then finish them off with a quick burst. Now, in Battlefield, they actually make it quite easy for you to make quickscopes. All you have to do is imagine 2 lines between all 4 of those crosshairs, and at the point that they intersect is where your bullet's gonna hit. Line that up with your enemy, take the shot, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. I make it sound easy, but it really isn't. Multiplayer is a very unforgiving place to try quickscoping because if you miss your shot, you're sure to get killed by the person's return fire, as you can't really reload the gun fast enough. A great way of practicing is to try quickscoping in campaign. This gives you all the same practice you would get in multiplayer without having to die a lot, and once you think you're ready, you can take your experience to the multiplayer arena. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that you don't actually have to fully scope in to obtain the accuracy that I get. If you see here, I'm not even scoping in, I'm just hitting the left stick for a split second, and then shooting, and I'm still getting the same accuracy I would get as if I were scoping in. One thing I find interesting about this tactic is that when you quickscope with a sniper rifle, your weapon has the fastest time to kill out of any weapon, even a shotgun, and that's because the sniper bullet has the fastest velocity, and so if you shoot at somebody with a shotgun and they shoot at you at the same time, you'll actually hit them and kill them before they hit you. Now, as far as I know, I'm the first one to have discovered this method of quickscoping. I do apologize if others have figured this out before me, but I feel like if I practice this method for maybe a few months, I could become very proficient and possibly even top the leaderboards. Now, what I didn't mention is that this is actually very useful practice for when using a sniper or even an assault rifle. If someone sneaks up on you when you're using a sniper rifle, it can be useful to not have to switch to your sidearm and instead just quickscope them. And when using an assault rifle, when you aim down sights, ideally you want to be right on target, and this lets you practice to just be able to do that. Personally, what I like to do is not to exclusively quickscope, but to hardscope enemies, and then when they get up close, to quickscope, so it's kind of a mix between both. They're both very fun, and the 338 rounds allow even a novice player like me to have a lot of fun because I can just get body shots and kill them without having to worry about pinpoint accuracy. I really wanted to get in some sort of jump shot or 360 into this video, but that's just kind of impossible because when you jump off something in Battlefield, you immediately start the parachute action. You don't even have time to pull off a shot, let alone aim it. So that's a little bit disappointing. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty, so I really want to do that. If you somehow manage to do that, definitely let me know in the comments section. I'll come watch your video because that would be awesome to see. If there is a method, I just don't know it, or I just don't possess the skill. Anyway guys, I hope you had a lot of fun watching this video. I certainly had a lot of fun making it. This is hopefully something you guys can try with your friends. It does take a little while to learn, but it is very rewarding once you learn it. And yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want some more Battlefield content. Sorry it just took me a long time to make this video on account of it's hard to get quickscoping clips. But yeah, see you guys next time.